Hey everybody, I'm Mo.
It's your boy KABZA here.
And welcome to the Got It All Covered podcast,
Yes, sir.
music. And on today's episode, we are going to be doing a nice little album review of not album, EP,
Extended
really,
play.
extended play. France, an extended play review of Scorpion Kings live at Sun Arena, right? EP, yes, that one, yeah.
This is something just to keep us warm before their long anticipated live concert at Sun Arena.
Which we hope will happen. No pandemic or anything like that.
Hey, monkeypox must relax.
Monkeypox.
Relax.
But no, like for now, let's just this is just it's the starter. When you go into a fancy restaurant, when this is not for people who go to McDonald's just like child. This is for like fancy things. The starter just to give you a taste of just to appetize you. So I think this is what they wanted to do. So yeah, we're just gonna have a brief discussion because there's not much to talk about. It's just 6 songs, but yeah, let's just get into it.
Yeah, man. What was your first thoughts from the first listen of this EP?
I mean, I enjoy the fact that it was brief. It was nice and brief. So
42 minutes, less than 1 hour, which is
1 hour. So yeah,
unusual from Amapiano albums and EPs. Yeah,
true, very true. But you know what? For me, I would say I enjoyed it. It was a very good listen. It was a very good listen. There are a few songs that I really enjoyed a lot, and there were some songs that I felt they were fine. You know, I think I wouldn't say it was a bad project, and I think as said, I think they just wanted to give the people, not to starve the people. So I think for myself, I think it was a welcome project, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, it was just something to hold us up because it's been a while since the Scorpion Kings actually collaborated on their own project. The last project they released was last year, April, Rumble in the Jungle with Tresor.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And we love Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, anyways, yeah.
Yeah, my first thoughts was that these guys, they know what to do when they come together. They know what to do when they come together. The connection, even though they take huge breaks between their albums these days, but still, the connection is still there. You can tell during the music that they're still telepathically connected.
Yeah, no, I think when you work with someone for that long, you build a chemistry. I think with them, they've just managed to build a very strong relationship from their previous project. I mean, the fact that when they first got together, they struck gold. That's something unique, because usually
struck diamond.
They struck, they struck. I think that the fact that for the fact that when they first worked together, it was such an amazing album, and since then they've just gone on a rampage of just giving us just good music. So I think that's just a testament to the fact that these guys just they work well together. They work well together. Yeah.
6-track EP, but it just cements their place at the top, man. Now let's jump into the artist performance on this EP.
Yeah. So off the bat, I'm just gonna say my girl, Faku. Anytime Faku, if you see Faku ex KABZA the Small, ex DJ Maphorisa, it's just gonna be a banger. And when I saw the track list, because this was a surprise project, they didn't prep us for this. So when I saw the track list, I'm like, Faku, I'm like, all right, I'm sold. Amazing, just an amazing BELIEVEKI. I believed it. It was amazing, unbelievable how BELIEVEKI was just amazing. So yes, that's my artist performance. Winner.
Bro, Russell surprised me, bro. That was a nice groovy song there.
Russell has a nice voice.
Yeah. From INHLIZIYO, that you could say that's his breakthrough song.
Yeah, true.
And
great
man,
song,
he just slid through like this beat, bro. Like his vocals were just top notch.
Definitely
top notch. The hook, the lyrics, it was nice. It was a vibey song. He did well, man. Let's move on to young Stunna on Abajuluke. Let's make them sweat. Nah, he did. He brought the fire.
No, I think young Stunna is on this trajectory of just going from strength to strength. He's just going high to high to high, and I think with every single song that he's on, he just makes sure that he tops himself every single time. And I think I was really impressed with his performance, his contribution to this project. You know, I think he works well with the Scorpios, Scorpion Kings, and I think this was a very good offering from him, all in all.
I love the work ethic by the boy too.
Definitely, yeah. You know,
he brings out his best on every single song, regardless of what producer he's working with, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is one of his most memorable verses, and I could go on to say that from the verses that I've heard from Young Stunna, this is one of his best. One of his best, man.
Okay. Oh.
This is one of his best. And speaking about verses, bro, Foka, Mfana Pitori, Diego Maradona, bro, that was crazy what he did there on London, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would say London was, I wouldn't say it wasn't up there with one of my favorite songs, but I liked his performance on that song. I think he really did. He was really like a good part of that song that I really enjoyed. What was your favorite part? I know you're gonna tell me.
Bro, the alliteration there. Kiko London, Kipushi the P. Diddy pounds, Diddy pepper, for a pound, bro. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy, man.
That was, yeah.
We don't talk about rhyme scheme and alliteration or assonance. We don't use these sound devices in Amapiano lyrics, bro. That's different, bro.
It's not really lyrics. I think lyrics really with piano, like with dance genres, they're not really a focus most of the time. I think it's about the beat. So I think.
But here, man, he tuned is his inner hip hop boy.
Yeah, for sure.
For this one, and I like his verse. Zinga, man, Abajuluke was outshined by Young Stunna and Maphorisa reaching the bars in the first few minutes. You know that his verse is kind of not memorable.
Yeah.
In Abajuluke.
True.
Yeah, man. And let's touch on the content. Let's take a deep dive into the content of this album. Did the Scorpion Kings bring out the fire that they always bring out?
Okay. On face value, I'm gonna answer and say not really, but I'm not gonna say that in a way of saying that it was anything bad or anything. I think, you know, as I said, this was just a project, probably just to appetize the fans, just to say that, you know what, we're coming with something big, but here is something just to keep you guys going just for now. You know, I would say that, you know, the content of the album, it's a very short package, nice and in a nice bow project. So I think, you know, they just wanted to give the fans something. So I think, you know, they managed to give us something, and it was something pretty good. I would say it wasn't like, oh my god, because, you know, we know the Scorpion Kings, we know what they're capable of. Even if it's an EP, an album, they can give us straight fire. Literally, one of their best projects is an EP. Literally, their first project was an EP. The very first one, Scorpion Kings EP, that is literally gone down as like in like Amapiano Hall of Fame history. Like that's like, you know. So I think
that was the game changer.
That was the game changer, definitely. So I think with this one, you know, I wouldn't say it was anything that blew me away. It was a good listen. You know, it's a nice vibey song. There are songs that you can vibe with, definitely you can jam with, but I wouldn't say it was anything like crazy, but still a good album nonetheless.
Yeah, man. Looking at the track list, there's not really that much substance into it.
Yeah.
This is something that these are songs that you could add into their previous projects.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not really breakthrough. It's an EP.
It's an EP. It's an EP. It's a preparation EP, and just 6 songs. I think maybe, you know, maybe we're just being a bit nitpicky or something.
Yeah.
But maybe I think it's just, I don't think it was anything. Libona, maybe they were also just thinking, you know, let's just give the fans something. You know, let's just like KABZA, you know, Maphorisa, like KABZA, Bania something, man. Just you know. Let the kids eat, man. Let the kids, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can see by the fact that they added Trust Fund, an unreleased song from last year in May, bro.
You know, yeah.
We've been waiting for this song, and it was actually a surprise that they actually released it, and Maphorisa adding his own verse on it.
True.
With Vocalistic and Long Live Mpura and Melo Dlozi, along with Phila Dlozi on INHLIZIYO. This was also a song that was teased on a lot of snippets, and it made waves on TikTok a bit, but yeah, man, the content, there's not really that much substance onto it. Yeah, man. I feel like we can't say it could have been better, because it's just an EP. It's just an EP. Yeah. It's 6 tracks.
True.
There's not much into it, man. Now let's dive into the features. We already had some
comments on a few of the artists already. So yeah, I'd just say that the features did well. I think the features, mostly all of the features, they did what they did. I think the Scorpion Kings, they have this ability to find the right people. They know who to work with, and I like the fact that like they're working with the youngins. They're working with people that they're familiar with, people that they know are able to just do good. They know that these people will give me the best, and I think I like that, because I look at the fact that, like, with Russell, they've worked on him. Have they worked with him before?
Nah, they have.
I don't think so. No, they haven't. They haven't
worked with Russell. Calvin Momo, though.
Yes, yeah. But then the fact that with Russell, he's up. Is he up and coming? I think he's up and coming because and the fact that, like, he's more of a recent addition. But then, like, they wanted to work with him, and he did pretty well.
He did. Moving along to the second track, Faku. This is her second project on one, we could say, Scorpion Kings project, because the songs that they worked on the KOA Part 1. By the way, we have a review of that album that's coming out soon, so you check that out on Sondela and Scheme Sam, which were KABZA'S Small X DJ Maphorisa songs. And on this one, again, bro, like you mentioned, bro, every time they collaborate, strike gold. Phila Dlozi, this is a much better performance than the one on Yamtanda on KOA Part 2, but on this one, this is one of my favorite songs on the EP, and he did well. He was in tune with what the Scorpion Kings wanted, and on the beat, he felt comfortable on this one, and I like the way that he managed to switch up his voice. At first listen, I thought this was Mondli Ngobo, because the Guse Hitmaker.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought this was Mondli Ngobo, and the fact that he has vocal range just shows
that's pretty good. That's actually
he's a good singer and talented. That was a good performance, and Trust Fund, guys, we've been listening to that song for ages now, man. Mpura, rest in peace. Even though his lyrics don't make sense, they still get to the point.
They slap though, they slap, man. They don't have to make sense.
Yeah. Plus, it's the Anos, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the Anos. Madumane on Trust Fund.
Hey, Madumane.
Yeah, we like the testimonial and then the shout out to all the lost ones in the Yano game, but I don't know, man. Was it necessary for him to add that verse there?
Hey, man, I think maybe he just wanted to pay his dues as well, just to shout out, give his tribute, and I think shout out to him for giving the flowers to those that have sadly left us. I think I'd say it was a nice tribute. When I heard it, I thought it was that was pretty nice. That was a nice thing of him to do.
It was a great tribute, but looking at the vocal performance on the song, I don't think it was mixed well. I don't think they had the project of the song on. They just added his vocals on top of the song. They didn't mix it quite well, because he sounds louder than the actual beat when he
I actually did notice that. I also noticed that.
Yeah, but all in all, man, that was a quite gentleman thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. I think I thought it was nice. I thought it was a real cool thing for him to do.
Yeah.
Just to give his shout out, give his dues to those that have sadly left us. So I thought that was pretty nice.
And yeah, let's take a look at the production now. Bro. I don't know, these guys, they have the formula, bro.
They do. That, see, now when it comes to production, we already know that this one is always gonna be clean, crisp, slap banger. Slap banger always. I think the production, they have it on lock every single time.
Yeah, like we mentioned, the only fault might be on Madumane's verse, on Trust Fund. But the lock drums on each and every one of these songs, bro. On each and every one of these songs, all those lock drums, like, they hit the point. I touched on Russell. Those vocals, bro, the way they mastered them to fit well onto that beat. The musical chef, shout out, you on the production team of EMAKHAYA. I mean, we can go on and on about Faku, the vocal processing that these guys use, bro. And it's hard to believe that they use Fruity Lips. I don't know if they use any other door, but Fruity Loops is known for beat making, not much vocal processing, and the way they do it, man, like it sounds crisp, bro.
It does.
It sounds
It
crisp.
really does.
You know,
It does.
there's literally no faults, and the beats. I love the way he added the electronic piano chords on Phila Dlozi's verse on INHLIZIYO. That was great. And the electronic bass on Abajuluke at the beginning, that gets you ready for the song. When young Stunna starts doing his thing, okay, now you know that this is a banger now. This is a banger now. That was cool. That was cool. Melo and Sleazy, I don't think we really need to mention much about them. Because you can already hear the tagline. You know, they did their thing.
Yeah. I think there are also people who seem to be just going on a very upward trajectory. So I think that was a solid performance from them.
True, man. Now let's look at the replay value of this EP, bro.
Does it have much replay value? I would say not really. I'm not saying because it's a bad album. I think as I've said before, it wasn't really meant to be anything big. It was just meant to be something for the fans, for just like a prelude to the upcoming project, the big thing, you know. So I think, you know, in terms of replay value, I feel like, you know, there will be songs that people might go back to, but I feel like it will just fade after time because of what is going to be the upcoming project for the Scorpion Kings.
True, bro. I get the same feeling too. I feel like they will do something better than this. You know, this takes me back to when they dropped their first one, Scorpion Kings EP, Piano Hub. That was also a surprise EP.
Yeah, true.
The Piano Hub EP. Then they dropped the big one, the return of the Scorpion Kings with all those hits, Large, Awila, Makosi, just to name a few. Yeah, I feel like it will be in that category with Piano Hub. It will be like, oh, that one. It also had nice songs.
It had nice songs because like I can go back to it, but then I wouldn't say that it has, you know, that much replay. It does, but then not really in that much.
Like we mentioned, there's not really that much substance onto this. It wasn't meant to have that much substance.
Yeah, not really.
Not there, because it was just a surprise drop.
True. 6
tracks, you know, and replay value. There's not really that much into it.
Yeah.
I think from here we can just move on to the ratings, man. Our final thoughts on this EP, bro.
No, should I start? Okay, no. I'ma give it a 6. I know that might seem a bit harsh or anything like that or anything, but I did say a lot of good things about it, and I stand by that. It is a good project. It is, you know, I wouldn't call it whatever you'd like to call it. I'd say it was a good offering. You know, as I said, you know, it was just, you know, something just to keep the fans, you know, hungry, just to keep us not to starve before, you know, the big album comes out. So I think it was just good. I wouldn't say I was blown away, you know, but because we know the standard of the Scorpion Kings, I think maybe, you know, it was good. There were a few good songs here and there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it light. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it with a nice 6.
It was good for me. I'll give it a 7. You know,
okay.
It was a good project, bro. It was a good project. Although 2 of the songs we already know, you know, Trust Fund and London already leaked, but it was a good project. All in all, solid. Because there's a banger in there, Abajuluke, and it has a song that. Bro, how many times are we gonna mention Faku, bro, and how perfect she is with this combination, bro? And Phila Dlozi, he did well on INHLIZIYO and Russell and EMAKHAYA. It was solid, bro. I feel like
it was solid.
It was good. It was solid. I'll give it a 7. Yeah. What are your favorite songs from this project, bro?
As I've said before, BELIEVEKI, believe it or not, BELIEVEKI is unbelievable. BELIEVEKI, Faku, my favorite song. Just because her voice is angelic. When she works with the Scorpion Kings, it's always going to be stardust magic. So, I mean, BELIEVEKI, you know?
I mean, Abajuluke.
Abajuluke? Yeah.
Nah, they really made me sweat there. Yeah.
You had to.
That's a banger, bro. That's a banger. And Stunna and Madumane.
Definitely.
They did their bit there. They did their bit there. forgot to give a shout out to Pori's verse, bro.
Yeah.
Pori's verse too. The iteration of the K there in the first verse. That was cool, bro.
I
That was
like
cool
the
for
fact
me.
that, yeah.
I like Abajuluke. Abajuluke is my standout.
All right then.
And yeah, those are our final thoughts on this album. What do you think about this EP? What are your thoughts? What are your favorite tracks on it? Who do you think didn't do well? Who do you think performed well? What's your most memorable song on it? And yeah, let us know your thoughts. Leave a comment, hit the like button on YouTube, hit the sub button, hit the notification bell, because we are bringing more content, because we are going into R&B next. Giveon, give or take, you know. We'll be reviewing if you want to give it back to Giveon, or you want to take it, you know, and listen to it even more.
I'm sorry for that. That was not scripted. I'm sorry. But yeah. And
we'll be checking that out. And sure, man, if something for the sports fans, bro.
Yes, sir. If you are a sports fan, since we got it all covered, you know, we got a sports channel, got it all covered sports. You know, we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we are on Apple Music, we are on Anchor. So yeah, please check that out if you're if you are not a music fan, if you're a sports fan. We have a few videos up there, and yeah, please check it out. And yeah,
from the GIAC fam, we got it
all covered.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.